I'm just going to make about 5 points in the next 5 minutes. I'll try and keep it short. I'll try and keep it to the point. Firstly, in Keep Our NHS Public Birmingham, for the last 10 years, we've been trying to oppose the effects of the last piece of Tory and Liberal Democrat legislation, the Health and Social Care Act of 2012, which allowed private firms the opportunity to bid for contracts in our NHS, and believe me, they have taken advantage of it. You've only got to look up the road in Warren's Farm NHS Walk-in Centre in King's Standing, and that's run by Virgin Care. They've just rebranded themselves of HCRG or something. Why does it matter about this private sector business at all? Why does it matter? It matters because they make a profit from our NHS. This is the NHS for which we pay our taxes for a public service. Now, not only are they making profits through our health service, which doesn't go back into the health service, mind you, they're also very adept at dodging taxes. So the whole thing is a bloody con. Now we're facing another unwanted piece of legislation called the Health and Care Bill 2021, which goes even further than the last one 10 years ago and allows the private sector to have a seat on the boards of our local NHS bodies that control the funding and the activity that goes on locally. Not only are they doing that, they're excluding councillors from the boards. They'll have maybe one councillor to represent the whole of Birmingham and Solihull. So you'll have the private sector having a say in where your money goes, that's coming out of your taxes, and no democratic control from your local councillors, because they won't be on the boards, many of them. Right? Now, again, as the first speaker's just said, it'll push the NHS further into the arms of the private sector. And ultimately, if we're not careful, wake up people, if we're not careful, towards a private insurance model, like the good old USA. So, the third point I want to make is, at the moment, campaigners are relying on the House of Lords to take the rough edges off this bill. Well, don't hold your breath. I reckon, I'm very pessimistic about this, I reckon it's likely to go through fairly untouched. The reason that is that the government has got an 80-seat majority in the House of Commons. So what we need to do as campaigners and everyday voters and everyday people in this country is to demand from our MPs, councillors and the government to sort out the immediate problems of the NHS. Which is why we've got the 3 demands of SOS NHS today, as well as the campaign against this Health and Social Care Bill. The 3 demands are, firstly, to approve emergency funding of 20 billion or more if possible. It's not a lot, it's only a drop in the ocean compared to what they spent in the private sector on all those masks and things that didn't work, you know, whatever they call it. So that's to save lives this winter, because we're still in the winter and it's quite a cold winter, have you noticed, and this coming year. Secondly, to invest in a fully publicly owned NHS and guarantee free healthcare for future generations. That's those kids and they're coming after us old folks who are going to still be alive. And thirdly, pay the NHS staff properly. These are the people we clap for. Now they're being crapped on. Without fair pay, staffing shortages will cost lives. So in Erdington, you need to ask your candidates for MP, what are they going to do to achieve these 3 things if they are elected? The other thing that you can do is you can join Keep Our NHS Public Birmingham. You can sign up here. Or you can join North Birmingham Unite Community, who are also here. or any of the other Unite community groups in Birmingham to help campaign and keep our NHS public. And when you join up with us, you can do as little or as much as you feel you want to. We're a friendly bunch of people. We're not a bunch of heavy politicos. You can do as much or as little as you want. So join us today. Thanks very much. Petitions and sign-up sheets are here on the stall. Thanks a lot. Cheers.